Friends, let's start this Angular session, second day 2. Yesterday we talked about, I think, little bit JavaScript, jQuery, TypeScript, and finally Angular and benefit of Angular, all this thing. Clear? Today I'm going to create an Angular project, and then that you can run it with the help of Angular CLI and all. Fine. And then we can discuss the folder structure very quickly, and then we can start with some example of it. Clear? So you tell me, do you know what is the node npm? That is clear, or do I need to clarify it? Just be quick.
Yeah, what is NPM? I want to know about that.
Okay.
Yeah, please repeat sir once again.
Sure. See, we have node. Do you know what node is? Node provides you a runtime platform to run your JavaScript code. It's clear? Same as Java virtual machine. You need Java virtual machine to run your
Code.
Java code. Similarly, you want to run your JavaScript code. Either you can use browser or you can use Node.js platform. And when you install this Node.js at your machine, then Node.js comes with some utility that is called npm, Node Package Manager. What I said?
Node package manager.
Node Package Manager. So if you need npm, what you need to install? Node. When you install Node, npm will be available for you. What is the npm? npm stands for Node Package Manager. Using npm, you can install, Node library. You can update it. You can delete it. Right? You basically, it is similar to Maven in Java-based project. Right? Anybody knows Maven? Whatever you can do with Maven. Maven is the project management tool. Am I right? Sorry, project building tool. Similarly, npm does the same job. Right? You can also manage your project. Clear? So if you are dealing with Node platform, on Node we have a lot of library, right, which is written in which language? JavaScript, TypeScript, right? Or you can say TypeScript, right? So
yes.
those are written in TypeScript or JavaScript, and those library you can utilize to develop the project. For example, if you want to connect your program with MySQL using a JavaScript, can you do that? Answer my question. If I want to connect my program with MySQL using JavaScript, can you do that? Yes. For that, we have a library, right? If you want to connect your program, JavaScript program with MongoDB, right? We can do that. You got my point? Everything is there on Node platform. Do you understand the benefit of Node? So Node provides a lot of library, right? Through which you can develop your program based on JavaScript. Nice. So can I use npm to develop my Angular? Yes. So whatever library you need to develop the Angular application, you can manage with the help of what? npm. You got my point? And npm you cannot use without Node. If you want to use npm, you need Node. Make sense? So what I need to do? First thing, I need to install my Node, and once I install my Node, I'll get my npm. And from npm, if you want to manage Angular based project, you need Angular CLI. What I need?
Angular CLI.
Angular CLI. And Angular CLI will come, how you can download it? Using npm on Node platform.
Install.
Yeah. So if you want to deal with Angular based project, so you have to install this library at your computer using which command? npm command. So first of all, you tell me. Yesterday's session, I think we talked about how to install Node. It's not a big deal. You can download exe file, click, done. So first thing which you have to do over here is you can go and run this command, right? Anywhere at your computer. npm after installing Node. Install -g. And here you can mention Angular -CLI. Make sense? That's it. When you do it, what it will do? It will install Angular CLI module at your computer globally. Globally means you can use from anywhere. If you do not mention globally -g, then it will install specific to the particular project. I don't want to do it for a particular project, right? I want to install it globally so that I can use from anywhere. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Hyphen G stand for
Global.
global installation, right? Anybody have any question query so far? Any question query if anybody has? No, no question. No question?
This Node.js and MongoDB, like for no, MongoDB, we use JS Node, or what's the relation?
MongoDB is a database, right? And
Uh-huh.
MongoDB you can connect with anything. You can connect with Java code. You can connect with Python, right? You can
Okay.
connect with, if you want to connect with the JavaScript, then
Uh-huh.
Node.js provides you the library,
Okay.
MongoDB library, right? And
Mhm.
for MongoDB interaction, Node.js also provide ORM tool, Mongoose, right? Similar
Uh-huh.
to Spring Data JPA. Nice.
Okay.
So if you can I develop everything, whatever you have learned so far in Spring and all, can you do everything with Node? Yes, because Node provides you a library for everything, right? Can you design REST API in Node? Answer it.
Yes.
Can we
Yes.
design REST API on Node.js platform as we have done in Spring Boot and all? Yeah, we can do that, right?
Yes.
Nice. Everything, whatever you have done in Spring Boot so far, everything you can do with Node, right? So your question may be if you can do everything with Node, then why Spring Boot and all, right? That is different debate, right? That is different thing. Java has its own benefit, right? Node has its own benefit. Understood? Done. So this command, you can run it or I can show you by running because already I have run it. So you can go and open the CMD. Can you see this? My friends, here you can make a directory,
Folder.
rap3 tech, anything you can make it, right? Doesn't matter. Like this and
CD.
rap. So here, which command you can run anywhere? Which command, man? npm?
npm.
Help
Install.
me. Install hyphen
-g.
G and
@
@angular CLI.
Java.
This command already I have run at my computer, so no need to do it again. Got
We
it?
have
Done.
already.
So when you run this command, it will take some time, right?
Yes.
And it may be prompt yes, no, you can press no, no Google analysis. And after that, you can make a new project, right? Once you start Angular CLI will give you one of the utility to manage Angular project that is called ng. Hello,
ng.
that's it. So using this utility, I can manage Angular project. Means I can make a project, structure everything in Angular using ng. You can run your application using ng. You can create component, you can create service, you can create model, you can create directive tag, etc. Module, everything you
Now,
can do with ng.
now again,
Please tell
is
me.
there any full form of ng?
ng and
Yeah.
normally in Angular, right? This is Angular convention, right? If you want to do anything, normally we use ng. If you want to make any tag, right?
Mm-hmm.
It will start
NG
ng.
means Angular.
Yeah, ng means Angular. He's right.
Okay.
So ng we use for the Angular, right? ng tag. Clear? Done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here, if I want to make project, I would do a ng. Any
New.
guess? New and project name. Can you guide me for the project? Yeah, M movie. Movie already have. Yeah, you can make movie. This. Any question query if anybody has? Ask clear.
Here,
Twinkle, you are
new is a
not
tag
reply.
too, right?
Pardon?
New is a tag, right?
New is a keyword.
Okay.
You got a point?
I got you, sir.
So you can write anything. Whatever you want to do, you can write it. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes.
So what I have done, simply I just issue the command, right? ng new movie hyphen UI. Once you paste the command, it will ask for the couple of options. Would you like to add the Angular routing? I said yes. Which style sheet format would you like to use? I said CSS.
Yes, yes.
After that, let's have a look on it, right? Make sense to you?
Makes sense, sir.
Yeah, it's taking some time. I think it's done. So what you can do is, after doing this much, let's come to the project again. See, once your project is created, what you can do is you can use dir. Can you see this? Yeah. Dir is a command which is used to list your files present in the particular folder. So your project name is movie-ui. Read me?
Yes, sir.
And you can do cd. Cd means you want to go inside the folder movie-ui. Now you are here. You can see all the files. Can you see this? Yeah. If you want to, open this in any editor like Visual Code I have, right? So what you can do, you can install Visual Studio, Visual Code. You know how? VS Code. People, you have to
Go
reply.
to
You can
Google,
simply go and you say Visual,
download it.
Download
yeah,
Visual
yeah,
Studio.
download, download VS Code. That's it, right? And this is the link. You can go and download and click, right? When you click on it, it will download the exe of it over here. And you can double click and install done. At my computer, I have already. Clear? So once you install it, open the new DOS prompt, right? And here you have to just write code dot. With me? Code
Code
dot.
dot.
When you do it, automatically this project will be open in this editor. I don't know if you guys are following me or not, right? Same folder which I was talking about, right? I'm able to open it. Can you see this? This is the
So
node
for
underscore
Angular,
module.
for Angular, we have to use Visual Studio. We cannot use Eclipse, right?
You can use it. There is no restriction, but this is very good because it has a lot of plugin, right? Compatible to Angular. So I think
Okay.
this is one of the good editor to develop with Angular. But if somebody wants to use IntelliJ and all, you can use that also.
Okay.
But I would recommend to use this one. Okay. And you see node module. Node module is similar to Maven repository. Do you know the repository in Maven? When you download your all the jar, in case of Maven, it goes to the particular repository that is called repository, and it is present in C drive, user folder, and .m2 folder. So here we have node module. Can you see this? This contains all the library which you need for run to Angular project. And can you see this? I will talk about the folder structure soon. You have to just focus on some file, okay? In Angular, do you know we have pom.xml file? Similarly, we have package.json file. Who will tell me what is this package.json file? This is similar to pom.xml file, and it contains your all
Dependency.
dependencies. So here you have two kind of dependency. One dependency which you need for development, and and these are the code dependency, right?
All the I have a question. All dependencies are in like a JSON format, these things?
No, these dependencies are a node module, right? It is if you go and check it, it is written in TypeScript.
Okay.
Are you following me? So here we have dependency and dev dependency. Dev dependency is used for development purpose. Clear? Once your development is done, you don't need it. It's clear, or you got confused? And see, here we have TypeScript compiler also. What this compiler does, it will convert your TypeScript code into JavaScript file.
And again, is this already made project or already built project, or you just these are some folders? I don't know.
You don't
We're
know.
kind of confused.
You were in the session from the beginning?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So that project you brought it here. Okay.
Yeah. Same
Okay.
case. I did movie UI, and
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't done anything so far. I
Okay.
was
I
just
see.
talking about this file.
This
Clear?
is auto build dependency, right?
Yeah, I see.
Automatically it is created. When you have created default project, it is there automatically. But if you want to add more dependency, you have to add manually in this. Clear? And I told you this dependency is for only this you need only in development. But once you go in the production, this you don't need it, right? Similar concept we have in Maven with the help of scope, test scope, compile scope,
What is karma, sir?
system, karma. Karma is where you have seen it. You know JUnit? What is
Yes,
a
sir.
JUnit?
The
JUnit is a
for
framework
testing purpose.
to execute your test cases. Similarly, Karma. If you write test cases in Angular using this Karma, you can execute it. So Karma is similar to JUnit framework. JUnit for Java and Karma is for
Angular.
Angular. Make sense? And this dependency will be not bundled inside final project, right? So whatever you need for development purpose, you can use add into it. But whatever you need in your project, right, which can helps to run it, you need in that. Clear? So which version of the Angular we are using? Any guess?
Two?
Angular 12.
12.1.
12. We are using the latest version of it. Clear? If you want to use particular version, you can mention it. Clear? So not a problem.
Again, in
And,
project, like normally, which version do we use? I heard Angular 9.
Angular 9, Angular 10, Angular 11, Angular 12 will not make much difference, man.
Uh-huh.
Clear?
Uh-huh.
Only in every version there is certain bug fixes and there are certain performance thing. And if you know Angular 9, you know Angular 10, 11, 12. It will not take much time to learn. Okay? Because almost
Nagan, on the left side, this these folders, I know like in Spring we know everything is already like organized. We know like what each folder is, but right here, how would we know like in a project like on left side all these folders?
I'll explain to you, man. We have just
Okay.
started more. I'm in that discussion. Clear? Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So I'm discussing package.json, and you can see we have a command. So we have ng serve, ng build, ng test, right? We'll talk on that. I'm just talking about ng serve, which you can use in order to run your project, right? Ng build if you want to make a build of your project, clear? So that you can deploy it somewhere else, right? And this is for monitoring purpose, which you can use in development, but this you can use to run your test cases. I don't know. Do you know Npm? Sorry, Maven?
Yeah.
In Maven, we have different goal. I don't know you come across or not. Ambient install, ambient package, ambient test, similar thing we have. So right now, which one is important for you?
ng serve.
Ng serve. This you can use to run your test cases. If time permits, I can show you how to write test cases in Angular. Clear? In Angular, you can write a test case for your component. You can write a test case for your service layer. The way you work in the Spring Boot, same way you can do over here. Make sense? So here we have a lot of file. I'm not going to tell you all the file right now. I'll tell you a few things today, and rest of the thing I will talk tomorrow. Make sense? Let's jump to it. So do you understand the meaning of this file? Yep.
Yes, sir.
This is pom.xml file where you have all the dependencies. So do you understand what you are going to add in this section and what you are going to add in this section? That's clear to you? The dependency which you need for only development purpose, you don't need in the final build, you can add over here. But dependency which you need in final build, you can add over here. Make sense? Say yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And after that, here you can see some other file, tsconfig. In this we have the actually setting for your TypeScript compiler. Do you know what TypeScript is?
Of JavaScript.
Yeah, that is the superset of Java. So basically this setting is basically used to compile your all the TypeScript code into JavaScript automatically. What I said? Automatically. So tsconfig.json, package.json, right? And this karma.config, no need to know about all those things. We'll talk later because this is for test cases and all. Make sense? Hello? I don't know. You guys are following me or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we do.
Let's talk about other file, right? And this is, this is for test cases. I told you already, and this is for global CSS. You know CSS, cascade style sheet. You guys are not replying. Very bad. Do you know
Yeah.
CSS?
A quick question. Is the test cases? So what do you mean by like in front end? How did we don't use unit test case? What test case do we use?
I'm talking about unit test cases itself. Yesterday, Noor, you were in my session. In Angular, I told you one of the benefit of it. If your front end is developed in Angular and React, beauty is you can write unit test case for your code. That is another beauty of it.
Oh, okay.
So you might not heard about it, right? You can write the test case for front end also. If it is developed in either Angular or React, you can do that. Make sense?
Yes, thank
So
you.
this is for global CSS, and this is the master file. When you run your Angular project, this file will be rendered first. Which file? This file.
Index.html.
Yeah. This is the default setting of it, right? And this is when you run your Angular project, which file will be rendered first?
Index.html.
Index.html. And this is the root component. This is the master component which will be rendered. Clear? Done. And main.ts, right? This basically, this is the main file. You know main file, Spring Boot. In Spring Boot, you create a class file, remember? And in that you mention @ Spring Boot
Spring Boot main.
application. Yeah, main. So that is the same thing. Your application will be going to be boot from here. Are you following me? When you run your application, right? You see, it is going to run it in the browser, right? And you just enable the production mode so that it can show you the debugger information. And this is going to use this app module. No need to know much detail. Can you see this? So here, which will this through this you will come to know which is the main screen is going to be open. Noor, main.ts file. This file will be executed first. It is going to load this module. I'll talk about what module is. And
Okay.
in Bootstrap, this is the first screen which will be open. Which screen? App component. We'll talk more about it. Clear? So
Yes.
here you see when you open the app component, it is pointing to the HTML file. So this is the HTML file. So Mister, don't take tension. I'm here. So which when you run it, which page will be open first?
Index.html.
And this page, it is based on this component, and this component definition present where? In app component.html. So you have to just focus on two files, index.html, and index.html is using app component.html.
Component.html.
See, this will be replaced by what? This will be
Component.html.
replaced by component.html. I hope I'm making myself clear. App component.html. This is a master file. Who includes whom? Index.html includes app component.html. Your question may be, Nagin, how you can say it is included, right? So in order to do that, I have shown you the flow. Remember, which will be the first component which is going to be rendered? You have seen it from how? Main.ts, app module, and from here you can see this is your component. Can you see this? App component, and this is the file. I hope I'm making myself clear. So Noor, do you understand how index.html is using app component.html? Then, if you know this much, we have other file. The main file for you is app assets and environment. Environment. You can deploy your project in different environments, in test, in development, in prod, etc. For that purpose. I hope you understand little bit about some of the file. This is for TypeScript compiler. This is your pom.xml file. This is for test cases, which I'm not going to talk about. Clear?
Yes.
And this is for global CSS, and this is for global test case. We forget about it. Main TS is the Spring Boot main file, similar to Spring we have. This is the first page which is going to be rendered, right? And Favicon, I can tell you what Favicon is. It comes sometime over here, like TS. We'll talk on that. Assets, in that we can keep our static resource. Noor, like images.
Okay.
Some dummy data. Static content you can keep over here. And
Okay.
app is the SRC main resources folder. What? SRC main resources. And SRC main Java, similar to Spring. So in that you can make your all the components. Make sense?
Yes.
So app module.ts, this is the main file. What this file does, in that whatever screen you make Noor, all the screen will be registered over here. I will tell you, this is kind of package. So this is the main package. In that you can mention what are the different component you are going to use, right? Main module you can say, main component, main package. Then, so in this you have many file. We have app routing module.ts. This file is used for navigation purpose. You know view resolver? View resolver. This is for that purpose. You know view resolver we talked about already in Spring. Actually, when you return something, it will resolve in a view, right? Time, leaf, HTML, blah 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 blah. So forget about it. Only important the thing is only two files, HTML and app component.html and index.html. If allowed to me, can I run my project?
Yes.
If you want to run your project, you have to open a terminal. Let's see
Terminal right there.
here. I don't know, you got my point or not? You can open the terminal, new terminal. Can you see this? And this command you have
Yes.
to use to run it, ng serve.
ng serve to run it. Yeah.
When you run this, it is going to be run your application. But if you want to change the port number, right? Because by default it is going to run on which port number?
4200.
4200. Yeah. If you want, you can change the port number also. But I'm going to run it. Okay. Actually, I have a problem with my, this setting npm. You can go and delete it and run it, right? The temporary solution of this problem is what I said. Temporary solution of this problem. Otherwise, you can go and Google it and fix it. I'm not going to spend time on it. How I can run in other way?
I think you have to
can
go
You can
to the
just
SRC
use
and then.
the CLI.
Yeah. So what you can do, you can go to the terminal. How to go to the terminal? Anybody can tell me? You can simply go, right, and reveal in File Explorer. So see, where I am right now, can you see this? CMD.
Yeah.
And from here you can fire this command. It should work. Right? But you can fix that problem also. What is saying? You want to see the analytics? No. People, do you understand? And what was the issue? Would you like to use a different port? It's saying port number 4200, it is used by some other application, right? So I may be running some other application on it. Maybe forget to stop it. This is running here. I stopped it. Hello? I say no. It is stopped. Again, I'm going to run it. No, do you understand what was the issue? Issue was, who I'm talking with you. What is it? Issue was on port number 4200, already some other application was running. I stopped it, right? Or if you want to run on different port number, it is giving an option to you. What option? Hyphen port equals to port number is started. How you can access it? No, you have to answer my question. You can run it on port number like this.
Yeah, that's 4200. Yeah.
Yeah. So what is the flow of it? People reply to me when you are typing this much, how this is happening, right? How this landing page is coming. Who will help me to make it happen? What you can do? Here. You guys are not helping me, right? When you run your project, right? So, and you are typing it, how things are happening. I told you there is a file that is called main.ts. And this file is going to load in the beginning itself. It is in beginning itself, clear? So in main, from main, this is going to, because of this code, right? This code, it is going to use this app module. I'll discuss about how to make module and all those things separately. App module is pointing to this file. Make sense? And in this file, help me. In this file, we mention which one is the should be the main component which is going to be rendered. Which component, man?
Bootstrap
component. If you open the app component, in app component you have this definition. So which file is going to be open first as a first file? Any guess? No, right there. This file.
Yeah.
So when you type 4200, a page would be open and that page is fixed and that page name is index.html.
Index.html. Okay.
Index.html, it is going to be rendered, and in index.html there is a component, right? It is mentioned over there, and that component name is app component.html file. How it is mentioned over here? By using this tag. Can you see the selector tag? Yeah.
Yes.
app-root. That's it. If you understand, you have to say yes, otherwise say I don't understand at all. That's it. So which HTML file is using which HTML file? Index.html is using app component dot html. Sorry, I forget it. App, no, that's okay. Name is right. Done. So please, if you want to do any changes in this file, where you have to do, we have to do in app component. You see, in app component, we have a lot of content. If allowed to me, can I delete everything? Yep.
Yes.
When I delete everything, what happened? Your page becomes blank. See, now already we have done, Spring. We have done. Sorry, why I'm saying Spring Boot. Sorry, we have done this JavaScript and jQuery Bootstrap. Remember, I forget it. If you forget it, you will be in trouble, right? I cannot teach you the same thing which I have done already. So in my project, if I want to use Spring Boot, what is Spring Boot? Spring Boot is a framework for ready-made CSS and JavaScript, right? Which can make your application responsive, and it has a lot of ready-made CSS which can make your application fancy. Am I right or not?
Yes.
Yes, you're right.
This thing you have already used. If you allow to me, I can copy all those things blindly. Where I can add it? I want to add in my all the Angular pages. So use at global places. Global place means you can add in index.html. Allow me. I'm going to put all those things. People, name, you know it, right? This is for how you want to show initially your component, 100% for that purpose. And you know all those things. This is the Bootstrap CSS, and this is the library which is supporting your Bootstrap framework, and this is the JavaScript library for this Bootstrap. Make sense? Say yes. So
Yes,
after
sir.
adding Noor, nothing will happen. Now I want to make header, and you know how to make header. Which file we have to change? App component. And you know how to make header? People, already I have done many times. Allow me.
Yes.
Can I copy paste? And header is one of the very important tag of HTML5. I have just added it. What happened? Because of it, there would be header created over here.
Nugget, where did you put meta file?
Yeah.
On
In
which
master
file did
file, index.html.
index.html. Okay, I see it.
After that, because in this you would just keep all the global thing, common thing. After it, you have to do all the changes in this component app root, and we'll talk much detail about it. What component is, how to create custom component and all. Make sense? Done. This yes or no? Already I have done it. Hello. Yeah.
Yes.
After it, if you come to this, right? So here we have main container. You know main container? Yeah. This is the main. Main is the one of the HTML5 tag, and class, what is the purpose of it? Your component will be aligned in middle. You know it, right? Already I teach you everything. Yeah.
Yes.
And after that, it will not show anything. If you allow to me, I can add some photo. How? If you want to use some photo, you do know how to do that? Yeah, we can use image tag. This is tough. No. SRC, you have to give the source images, and height and class. This is for what purpose, man? To make your photo fancy, right?
Rounded,
yeah, round circle, and we have 3 format we have, right? I can show you if you want, right?
Style, yeah, everything.
Yeah. So it depend on which format, which style you want to use. And when photo is not rendered, then you want to give the default message for that purpose. You know everything, right? Now I need to put this photo. Mr. Noor, I said if you want to keep any photo, you have to go in assets. And I'm creating one folder. My folder name is image because that is aligned accordingly. In this, whatever photo you have to be smart. All this photo, Noor, I'm copying from here.
Okay.
I'm copying from here and I'm going to paste in this IMG folder. If you
Is
want to paste
is that assets only for image, or you can use this for other things also?
You can keep all the static resources.
Okay, static resources.
And just click on reveal in File Explorer. And here you can go and copy it. Paste it. When you paste it, all the photo will come here. Make sense? And after doing this much, again you go and run it. And you are running it saying, because in Angular, whatever changes you will do, automatically it will publish over here. So here it's not showing photo. Why? Because photo, you have to give the path of it. So what path I'm missing? Assets. Yeah? / hello.
So Angular is more dynamic, everything. It's like
and it is dynamic only. Don't compare with other framework, right? There is no competition against it.
Yeah.
You see? I don't know, you got this much or you totally confused?
Got it. Same thing. You just copy and paste.
Exactly, same thing, just copy paste. Got it? Okay, I want to put this photo in middle. I don't know how to do it. Please help me. And nobody can say, I don't know all those things. If you don't know, you cannot do anything. Done. Okay, that's great. So what's my plan is? My plan is I'm going to make some text field and all. Can you help me? Yep. Do you know HR? HR is
Yeah.
used to draw horizontal line.
Horizontal line.
Horizontal line.
And in Angular, when you type something, automatically it is going to be published because of live server setting. And you know, division, it is used to group the component, and form group will group this much component altogether in how much area of the parent? 60% area of it.
60% are
So I'm just doing copy paste because already I have done it. Right? Division, this is used to group the element, right? In 60% area. Label, if you want to give some message, your good name, please, right? And this is the style which is going to apply on it. Input type, box, ID this, name this, and this is used to make fancy, you know it, right? And this for and ID is same, you know why? Because when you click on the label, you want your drop down should be, sorry, your text field should be highlighted. Do you know the meaning of it? If you click on it, can you see this? It is highlighted. How? Whatever in label, you have for, and you can give the, you know, unique ID to it. This ID and this component ID should be same. Make sense? Okay. Next thing which I have to do is, people don't talk. Only talk with me, nobody else. And after that, who is this? Just a second, please. To do, sir, what I need to do? I need to make a button. You know how to make a button? Yep. How?
with
You can
button
go and from Bootstrap website, you can copy it. So here I'm making another division, means block. This CSS is defined in which file? You know it. This is defined inside the Bootstrap. So whatever CSS I'm using class, it is predefined in CSS, sorry, in Bootstrap already. So this is button type. This is the CSS button primary, and you can give you know, ID to it. It is up to you. I need ID over here because in Angular you can give the ID, but I don't need it right now. So Mr. Here we have two buttons. One button I want to say clear. Second button, what name you want to give? Welcome. Clear? This will make it different color and this will make it different color. If you allow to me, I can show you. Can you see this? Welcome and clear. If you want to give gap between two buttons, how you can do it? Anybody is there? There is a tag in HTML that is
break.
called NB space. Or you can give margin also. Done. Any question, query if anybody has so far, as it's too clear? And if you want to make it bold, there is a CSS attribute that is called font weight. You can make it bold. Noor, make sense to you?
Yes. Mhm.
So basically, what is my purpose? My purpose is, if I here give my name, it is up to you. Tell me what I should do. If you give name here and you click on the welcome, here message should come at the bottom. What, man? You are most welcome,
Okay.
Nagendra.
Yes.
I did? Yeah. So
Mhm.
again, what I need to do, wherever you want to show the message, you can design some block, and we have two kind of block. One is called inline block, and second one is called inline, right? And second one is called blocked scope. Sorry, blocked means, inline means you want to display the component in one line, and blocked means you want to display into multiple line. If you want to display in one line, you can use span tag. Noor, which tag?
Yes.
Span.
Yes.
Span.
Yeah.
And you can give some style and all to make it beautiful, like font size. Oh my God, this, you know, this is very nice coming over here. 20, 18 px texture. Confused? No.
No.
And you can give font color as well if you want. Only color, sorry. Color I want to make of this color, right? And if you want to make it bold, you can do bold, not a big deal. Anybody have any question? No question. Clear? I can write here coming soon. Coming soon means this message will come soon. Hello. Done? Yep. So you know my purpose. If I'm saying Nagend and when I click on it, what message should come over here?
Coming
Welcome.
from Nagendra.
Okay. So let me tell you, in Angular, if this is one screen, right? In Angular, every screen is identified by some files which you need to know. What files? Let me tell you. This is one screen, right? And this screen is identified by some file. One screen will contain this much file Noor.
Okay.
One HTML file, one CSS file. Every screen will have this much. Third, TS file.
TS for
Fourth,
TypeScript. Okay.
yeah. Fourth one is spec.ts file. Let me tell you which file is what. In HTML file, you will have design. So whatever you have designed regarding this component, it will come over here. For this component, design will come over here.
CSS
Next,
design or HTML?
HTML, you want to basically design the layout. CSS
Okay.
is regarding look and feel. It's beautification, right?
Yeah.
Look and feel will come over here. And TS file will have logic. You know logic? When you write logic in JavaScript, you always keep in external file. Yes, you know?
Yes.
Logic for this page. Logic for this page. Man, in other example, our logic and design, CSS, everything was in one page, right? But here we have in
Yeah.
different file. HTML, your layout and design of it. CSS, look and feel of it. TS, logic for this page. Spec.ts, it is stand for test cases, right? For this logic. Test cases for logic of the page. Confused or you got this much? Minimal, you need two things, HTML and TS file. TS is just TypeScript file. Eventually, it is going to be converted into, suppose this TS file name is here, aha.ts, Noor. Then it is going to be compiled into aha.js file. So in order to convert your TS file into JS file, we need TypeScript compiler, which in Angular setup automatically it is done. You should not bother about it. Clear? Yep.
Yeah.
Now I want to write some logic. When somebody click on which button? Welcome button, Noor. Angular,
Yes.
if you want to bind some event with some action, then you have to use this bracket. Which bracket? Parenthesis. And here you can use click, right? In JavaScript, how we were writing earlier? On click, remember? But here, what
Yes.
you have
On.
to do in Angular?
Just click.
Parenthesis, on click. Sorry, click. You have to just write click. And here you can write the method name. Method name could be anything, right? What name you want to give the function name? Welcome.
Okay.
That's it. Confused? No. You have to just write welcome, please. This is the method name. Got it? And this method you have to write in TypeScript. Which one is the TypeScript file corresponding to this design? App
After
component.ts.
component, yes.
Here, you know, this is the annotation, and this says this is the class file, and it is going to be act as a component. No, this is called stereotype. This is called, you know, annotation in Angular. Are you following me? Or you can
Yes.
say this is the component directive tag, right? At the rate component. And export means you want to use this class in other file, right? You want to use this in other file. Export is mandatory to write. If you don't write export, you cannot use in other file. Clear? And
Yes.
here you can declare the instance variable. So here, if you allow to me, can I declare the instance variable? This is TypeScript code. What code, man? In TypeScript.
That's
In TypeScript, you can design a class, and class will have attribute and behavior. Clear? And how it is acting as a component, you are using this component directive tag. Hello. And I want to use another variable. Allow me message colon data type. I want to make a string type Noor. That's it.
yes.
Why? And just give some initial value to it. Confused? Like in message, you can add only string or you can add anything. Only string. And here, this is the general thing. You can add anything. Rule. Like here, I can add 1, 2, 3 also. But here, we can't. Why?
We cannot.
TypeScript will give you the error at compile time. So this is the beauty of the TypeScript. This is your JavaScript syntax, and this is TypeScript syntax. Make sense?
Yes.
That's why I told you earlier, JavaScript and TypeScript. Can we write together? Tell me.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
we can write together.
And here,
Eventually, it will be turned into JavaScript, right?
exactly, TypeScript is eventually going to be converted into JavaScript by TypeScript compiler. And you see, on component, on click, which method we want to call? Welcome, please. I have to write a method. I have to write a function inside it. Allow me. Function name,
Welcome, please.
parenthesis, and no need to write here return type. If you want to write a return type in TypeScript, method name, parenthesis, no input, and here you can write white, Vishal. It is optional. You write or not, doesn't matter. Got it? In Java, how many access specifier we have? 4. Remember, private, default, protected, and public. But in TypeScript, we have only 2 access specifier, Vishal, private and public. If you don't write anything, by default, Noor, it is public. You can make it private also if you don't want to use outside to it, right? Similar concept I have taught you in JavaScript, closure, right? Closure is related with public and private. Public means anybody can access it. Anybody means from this, from this component, you can access it from outside the component also. Make sense? Yeah.
Yes.
And return type, it is optional. I'm just writing white because I don't want to return anything. Clear? So when you click on this button, this method will be called Noor. With
Yeah.
me? See. So what happened? Let's check it. Here you just open inspect and click on the console button. What happened? When you click on it, what happened? See? Noor,
It will
Noor.
pop up here. Yeah.
So I'm able to attach my event with this method. How, Noor? Parenthesis click equals to method name. Now press control button and put mouse over it and click on it. Can you see this? Man, it is showing the signature of it. Click on it and you will reach to it. And when somebody click on it, in this message, what I want to change, set in public variable. In TypeScript, if you want to use this public variable, you have to use always this keyword. We'll talk on that. Because when, this Angular framework runtime will make the object of it, right? So all its attributes you should access with this because of JavaScript. So here we have to use this dot message. No, this dot message equals to what? You are most welcome. Clear? And name is missing, right? That's fine. We'll add it. Okay. Let's do this much first. No. What I did? This dot message. So when you click on it, what happened?
Is this like a constructor?
Yeah. When you click on it, it is going to set the message over here. Clear?
Okay.
And this message, I want to bind this method. I want to access it. This variable I want to access on my HTML page. So here, if you want to show the value over here, you can use Angular interpolation tag. Double curly bracket open and double curly bracket close and put it. So benefit is whatever message you will update over here, that message it can pull and render it. Nice. You want to see? If you type some message, right? So this input it is not going to take, right? Hard coded message will come. Can you see this? You are most welcome. This is clear or you got confused?
Yeah, got it.
Now, if you click on the clear button, this should be gone. How? My dear friends, what you can do here, you can use a click event. Click, and here you can use. Can you help me? You can write clear. Allow me clear message. You can give any name to it, right? And this method we have to define same way, the way you have done. Public, you write or not, it is optional. Method name, return type is optional. Clear? So what you need to do?
Again,
You can just make it. You can
yeah,
just
can
make
I
it
add
blank.
something?
Okay.
yeah.
I'll tell you. Just a second, please. So what you can do when you click on it, this message is there, and when you click on it, this message is gone. See how?
Perfect.
Because when you click on it, right, then your call
Yes.
goes to this method, and this method is saying in this dot message, I want to set this message. Whatever message you have set, already you are reading it on the front end. How? Using Angular interpolation tag.
Mm-hmm.
And clear, we are doing opposite of it. Whatever message is there, we are just making it blank. So once you make it blank, automatically it will reflect on the front end. Done. Somebody is asking question. Please go ahead.
Can you explain line 11 again, please?
Line 11.
Yes.
Okay. See, this is a class. In class, you can define two things: attribute and behavior method. Right. So here in Java, you know how you declare it. That's why you confuse. Hello. In Java, you write like this. Am I right?
Yes, yes.
You write data type and then you write the variable. But in TypeScript, we have opposite. First of all, you have to write the variable name, then colon data type. Make sense now?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand now.
Here,
Okay.
whatever variable
Okay.
you write, you have to declare it.
Yes,
Basically, you
yes,
have to give some initial value to it. I did it. Make sense? If
yes.
you
Makes sense now.
if you write
Thank you.
only this much, right, this will also work. What do you need to do? The here, you have to just give some blank value to it. Can you see this? This is also working.
Yes.
Hello?
I see it. Yes.
But problem is you can give anything over here. Yep. But I want to give only string. How you can restrict it in TypeScript using data type of it. Like initially,
String.
if you want to give some value, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can give some value over here. Initial value. What? Coming soon.
So
Oh,
Nagin,
okay.
Just a
we
second,
can
please
also
wait.
use.
I'll come to you, right? Just a second. Coming soon, please wait. What happened? When your page is rendered, this message started to come, right? Initial
Yes, it will
value.
be the initial.
Nice.
Yes.
And when you click on it, you are most welcome and clear it. Done. Now
Okay,
you can
it's
ask
clear.
questions. Now it's your turn. Please go ahead.
I was saying like, can you use TypeScript a lot? I know we use TypeScript in Angular, but we can also use JavaScript, right?
I
It
told you
works,
already.
right?
I told you already.
Yeah.
You can write your all the JavaScript code over here. It will work. Make sense? Okay.
Yes.
So
How
last thing
we
which you have
debug
to
it?
do. Yeah, you're saying something.
I said, how do we debug it?
Debug is not a big deal. Same way as you did in JavaScript. How you're doing it, you can click on this.
Console. Okay,
After
right.
it,
Yeah.
you can press Control P and you can write the name of the TypeScript file which you want to.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to debug this component, app component.ts file, open it. Can you see this?
Yes.
You can put a debugger over here, click on it, done. Same way.
Okay. Cool.
The next thing which I'm planning to do is when you type some name, right, over here and you click on the welcome button, then what you have to show? You are most welcome. This name. Are you following me? Right now, whatever value you are typing over here, you are not showing it. Let's do that. So basically what we have to learn over here, how to pass whatever values you have typed in the text field. You want to pass to the method, Noor. So there is different way of doing, right? So what you can do in Angular, there is a concept of Angular template reference variable. What I said, which concept? Template reference variable. And this is very important and will be used reference template variable. So what you can give? Using hash, you can give the unique name to this component. What?
Unique
Unique
name.
name to
Yeah.
this component. And this name, this input object has this p username. You can give any name to it. And this name you can directly pass to it. When you're passing this name directly to it, you have to pass the type of it. So its type is HTML input element. Make sense? I was using template reference variable. That is for different
Yes.
purpose. That is for ng template we'll talk about, not a problem. So do you understand this convention? Somebody is saying, can I pass value? Say yes. Hello. You can pass
Yes,
the
of
value also.
course.
When you pass the value, then here you have to use, you can use something else,
HTML
right?
input.
It is not HTML element now. This value you can, I think string will work, right? You can try. Can you see this? Hello. String should work because you are passing the value, you are not passing a whole component. I hope I'm making myself clear. Can you see this? It is going to work still. Yes or no? So it is up to you. You want to pass, whole object of it, or you want to pass particular attribute of it. This is also working. No, do you understand both the concept?
Yes,
If you want, you
I
can
got
pass
it.
whole the object, or you can pass any attribute of it.
So
So it is up to
basically,
you.
whatever value we want to pass, we can, right?
Yeah, you can do that. So this is how to pass this input parameter to this method. Anybody have any question, query? Or this is clear. So you can make a program of addition of two number, right? Yeah, you can do that. Hello. Let me make it very simple. I'm going to make another text field. It would not take time now, right? What? This is the username and this is the password. And here you can write password. And here I can write username. It's okay?
Yes.
Username, password. And you can mention over here type equals to password. Yep. After that, ID, password you can do, and this name is not required. ID also we are not using it, right? So you can delete it. And you have given the reference template variable password. So what you can do, username value and password value, you can pass both. Make sense? Yep. And here you have to make two parameter. Yes or no? Comma. I don't know, are you with me or not?
Password. Yes, password value. I mean,
So yeah, here you can give the message, right? If, oh nice, what man? If your username is Jack, no,
yes.
password is
Username and
Jill.
jail.
Jill. So you can show the some message like username here, right? Your username password is correct. Can you do
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Hello. Your username and password are correct. Right? Yep. Else?
Else is not
Sorry.
correct. It's wrong.
Yep. Sorry. Password are correct. Confused? No. You have to do practice of this much. It's done. Let's come to this, right? And if I'm typing username this, password is something, sorry, username password are not correct, right? If you type Jack and Jill, then Jack, Jill. Welcome. Hello, your username password are correct. I hope you got this much. Clean it. See, when you click on the clear button, if you want to clear this, you can do it, right? I'll show you tomorrow about it. Not a big deal. I hope whatever I have done today, you understand. What I have done today, let me do a quick recap. Today, we have learned what? Little bit what Node.js is. And you know already how to install it. Then I talked about what npm is, Node Package Manager, which is used to manage all the library for the Node.js platform. Then we have installed a library, Angular CLI, which is used to manage Angular-based projects, right? If you want to create a folder structure, you want to run it, you want to create a component, services, module, model, etc., you can do with the command. So using npm install -g command, I'm able to install it. After that, using this command, which command? Any guess? ng new and project name, right? That was movie
UI.
and UI. I'm able to create a new project, right? After going inside the project, I use a command that is called ng serve, which is used to run and publish your
Project.
project. Clear? And after that, I talked about the flow of it, and then this is the main component, and all this thing I have designed in front of you, right? So you have seen everything, right? All those things. Clear? Done. So tomorrow in next session, we'll talk about data binding in Angular, and we'll see the use of it. Fine. Anybody have any query? No? Okay, guys. So I think it is enough for today. So in next session, we'll talk about
question.
data binding and all. Thank you so much.